Ever since Brexit, it's become increasingly more difficult for any British national to live and work within the EU. This is how we're planning to do it.
No, it's not with a golden visa. No, we don't have 500 grand in the bank.
Do we not?
No, we don't.
Oh, how are we going to do it then?
We are doing it because this one sat right here is Irish. Yes, he is of Irish descent, and because of that he is able to get an Irish passport.
My mother was born on the island of Ireland before 1992. I was born in the UK. As a result, there's no need to register in the foreign births category. I'm automatically an Irish citizen. I just needed to apply for a passport.
We assumed that our plans to live, work and retire abroad would be, well, we thought it was shot to shit, to be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. We were absolutely distraught and gutted when Brexit happened, but now we are not. Now we are happy because of him. I knew there was a reason why I married him. So with that, basically wherever he goes, I can go. We've been married for 10 years now. So yeah, that makes it pretty easy for me to kind of do my thing as well, live my best life. So thanks, lads.
You're very well.
Oh, no.
That covers anywhere within EU, and even more so looking at the Schengen area in which Greece sits. We only have to get documentation of the point of entry that Emma enters the Schengen area, which for us, because we're driving, will be Calais. So we just need to get you stamped when we get across into Calais, entering into Schengen area, and then we're laughing.
We discovered this back in August last year. So from then on in, our plans have been brought forward and we've been starting to plan out our new life in Greece. Now this has happened a lot quicker than we expected. If you haven't heard about this before, head over to right here. We have an announcement vid which basically explains our plans for our new life in Greece. We're quite lucky in the fact that we already have a really good support network out in Zante. We have a friend who's been there for 7 years and we've met like her circle of friends, and everyone's helped us along this journey. So we're so thankful to those people who've been able to help us and advise us. We've joined all the relevant Facebook groups and we've been asking a lot of questions and speaking to a lot of people. We are now 99.9% sure of everything we need to do, so we're passing this on if you are looking for a similar way. Check if you have any Irish heritage, maybe?
If you descend from any Irish relative.
And if you do, get your application in for a passport, because that could be your answer. It was ours.
First port of contact, other than Googling and searching, would be the website Europa. I'll leave a link in the description below. That's been so helpful, and you can click through for different circumstances, and you can click all the way through and it'll find you there. Secondly, if you do think it would be the Irish route, the Irish Embassy in London are an absolute dream.
Yeah, you had a great experience with them, didn't you?
Just give them a call up. Give them your circumstances, they can really help you, and they want to help, which is great.
Brexit is quite new and things move quite quickly with regards to how Brexit has affected laws, visas, all that kind of stuff. We're filming this in March 2023, so the information that we're giving now is correct at the time of filming, but do double check and don't just assume what we're saying will apply, because we don't know when you'll be watching this. Adam is obviously an EU national, so when he goes over he needs to basically become a resident of Greece, so that's in the process now. That will be confirmed when he arrives. You need to do this within 3 months of arriving, and he also needs his tax number, which he has. So once Adam gets all that, he will get his card to say he is a resident in Greece. Once Adam has done that and he's got his residency, I will go to the alien office and I will provide them with my passport. We need to also take our marriage certificate, which is currently being apostolized. We've had to send that to Cyprus because that's where we got married. I will take marriage certificate, passport. I will also show proof of private healthcare, which we are in the process of getting, and anything else that I need to show. And then I will become legal because I will have an EU spousal permit.
So in essence, what those two things enable us to do, my residency and Emma's spousal permit, means we can live and work in Greece. And that's what we're going to be doing.
We needed to make sure that when we were fully legal in Greece, we were able to work as well, because our plan is to work out there. Adam will be going straight into employment when he goes out. I won't be. I will be chilling for a little bit, and I will be building our business in Zante, which, to be honest, is looking pretty good. We've already got a few bookings, and the work side is looking great. There's a couple of visas you can get if, say, for example, if you are going down the route of a golden visa. I know there's a certain visa, I'm not too sure, but basically it doesn't allow you to work, it just allows you to live. So you need to make sure the visa you're getting, if you're wishing to work out there, actually allows you to work. So that's what I was really concerned about, because I was like, there's no point us having all these grand dreams of running the business out there if we can't legally actually work, but we can.
So as Emma said, I'm starting work the minute we get out there. I'll be working for a company out there. I'm going back into entertainment. In the meantime, Emma said she's not going to be working, but it's all the admin stuff that goes into what we want to take out there, which is a kind of version of what we have here, which is photo and video. We're going to be predominantly based in the wedding industry.
Which is what we do here, but I mean, it's proven to be quite popular out in Zante. To be honest, out here now, our commercial side, our corporate side does a lot better than the wedding side. So out in Zante, the wedding side has taken over, and that's kind of what we're planning to do. We've already got a couple of bookings in for weddings in 2023 and in 2024, so that's where we will be pushing the business. And also we want to be pushing the commercial side as well. I will be moving into the entertainment world as well. I will be joining Adam at some point, but yeah, so that's going to be fun. There are so many chances for us to make our mark, so yeah, we feel like we've got a lot to offer, and we can't wait to be back working in the sun, because it's just going to be glorious.
We absolutely love the alfresco lifestyle, and also one thing that really attracts us to the likes of Zante is that they work for 6 months and then don't for 6 months. It's almost like they absolutely work themselves to death for 6 months, and then they just retire for half the year. So yeah, that's looking really attractive.
So the way the Greek system works is very much like the UK system. There is a version of the national insurance number. This is what you pay towards you can pay towards your healthcare as well, and there's also private healthcare as well, which you can access if you wish to pay for that. We are required to take out private healthcare for the crossover time whilst Adam's getting his papers sorted and while I get mine sorted. We need a certain level of cover for private healthcare. Now, I had a quote from a broker. It turns out insurance is mostly done through a broker out in Greece. So I had a quote come through this morning. It's €69 for a year for my age bracket on the basic cover, but we're going to step it up to the next cover, which is an extra like 40%, which kind of leaves us at around €100 or so. So that for a year is really good. So we're going to get that, we think.
And the main reason we're stepping up, you mentioned it to me earlier today, the main reason why we're stepping up is that we don't want to get to that point, say in the police station or Emma in the alien office, and to be told, yeah, okay, but this level of healthcare is inadequate, and then we're going to have to start, not necessarily from the beginning, but have to change things up. Yeah. So going in with the maximum that we feel we need to at least cross over that border.
I wouldn't say it's been frustrating. It's been quite stressful. I have, honestly, there's been a couple of times where I have just thought, I can't do this. It's too hard to work out. I'm reading things and I don't understand what I'm reading. It doesn't make sense, and then you have to apply it to your own situation, which is quite difficult to do, you know. Like, I've been in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning scrolling through bloody groups on Facebook trying to find a situation that's like ours, and And then you get speaking to someone who's been through the same thing, and then you think, oh, am I taking the mick now? Because I've asked them literally every question going. So it has been the most tedious and frustrating thing we've ever had to work out. But I didn't want to post in a group our own circumstances, but I had to. It was the only way to get the answer, and actually someone replied within 2 minutes and answered everything and was really clear about it. And then loads of people jumped on saying, oh, I've been through this, I can confirm what this person said is right, you know, we had to do X, Y, Z. And someone has literally sent me a picture of what they needed to take, and it was a list. You need to take this, you need this, you need this. And I was like, oh my God. So if you find the right groups, there are so many people who are willing to help you, and it's amazing, because it has given us a lot of sleepless nights, right?
With that in mind, if there's any questions that you may have, I can't guarantee that we can answer them, but if you do have anything, let us know in the comments below. If we can't help you, we might be able to point you towards a group forum that might be able to get you the answer. In short, there is not a one-size-fits-all answer for anything really. So it really is a case-by-case basis. But if we can help in any way, let us know your questions in the comments below, and we'll see if we can find the answer or point you in the right direction.
We hope this has been some help if you're planning a similar life-changing move, or if you just basically want to work abroad. We hope this helps. So guys, that's it from us. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Click on the subscribe button, and also there's a bell, what you can click on, is that right?
Nailed it.
All our socials are linked in the drop down below, and we are now on TikTok, so follow us over there if you are TikToking.
You make some great TikToks, you.
Oh yeah,
she does. Have a look yourself.
So come and say hi, and we will see you next week. Bye.